Ooh. Let's see.
Say what needs to be said.
Say what needs to be said. Got it. Say what needs to be said. Say what needs to be said.
Say what needs to be said. We live?
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's a delay.
Um.
No, we good. We good. We're waiting for a few people to come in. Make sure I can see the chats. Got the chat on? Yeah, we got the chat on. See if we get a few
And on
people
that next
come
show
in.
too.
Our first live, man. Say what needs to be said. It's our first live. So y'all come on in. You know, breaking news. We got to jump on and we got to talk. We got to see how y'all feel about it. All that good stuff. Wait a few minutes. We get this thing cracking. You want to listen to the headphones? Make sure it's good.
I was trying to connect, man.
That shit feel like it's delayed. See, when I move, I already moved my hand.
Mine up to speed.
Yours up to speed, huh?
Yep. Like
but mine is delayed. Oh, there I go. I'm good now. Okay. Oh, let's go to the live one so I can see. That'd be better. All right, we got somebody coming in. Waiting for a few people come in. What's up? That's Zach. Can't see from this far. What's happening, Zach? Waiting for a few people come in. Got Mr. Elton Patterson, EP.
Sir.
All right, yes, we got 4 people in. A couple more, we finna get started. Breaking news. First live. This is the first live on Say What Needs to Be Said. You know what I mean? Make history. It's your chance to make history right here, now, today. What are they talking about?
Breaking news.
Belichick to the Chargers. Yeah, we finna get into that. Belichick to the Chargers. What can possibly happen? What can possibly be? We finna talk about all that good stuff. We're gonna get right into it. I just need a few people to come in. If that's what we're gonna be at. Hey, we got our lawyer, 4 people in here, and we're gonna build and we're gonna grow. We got 5 now. We 5, we growing. We're gonna talk about it. Belichick, possibly to the Chargers. Brandon Staley is fired. Oh man. Is this overdue or is it right on time? Say what's up to him, EP. Introduce yourself a little bit.
Hey, what's up, everybody in that chat room? EP, the Elton Patterson.
I call myself new co-host on Say What Needs to Be Said every Tuesday, 10 a.m. Boy, y'all do not want to miss this. I'm telling you.
Hey, we're gonna get into it too, my guy. Like we gonna go there. Like don't get nervous on me.
All right, man, let's get into it. Say what needs to be said, man. It's your host, Asante, Mr. Pick Six Samuel. I got my dog, my boy, my homie, bestie, all that good stuff, roommate, Elton EP Patterson. First, Mr. Patterson, Mr. EP, tell the people about yourself, some credentials, all the things you accomplished along your path in life, because he's going to have a different perspective of things in life, and he played football, so tell the people about your accomplishments in life and your credentials and all that good stuff.
Man, I had a few of them. Obviously, I played football. We was roommates in college, and we always had these conversations about right and wrong, good and bad, or whatnot. And some of my credentials is NFL sports agent now, in the NFL sports agent, and I also do real estate. So we're gonna be able to tap into a wide variety of things, and it should be a fun ride, man. It should be cool.
Yeah, you know that. Yeah. So he was drafted to Jacksonville, right? He was drafted to Jacksonville.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, then he's
Right.
played for Jacksonville. But yeah, he was drafted in the seventh round to the Cincinnati Bengals. And yeah. All right. So let's get into it, man. So Brandon Staley fired from the Chargers. My opinions and my thoughts, right, on how I feel about Brandon Staley being fired from the Chargers. Brandon Staley. I think, yeah, I do. I think it was long overdue. Yeah, I think he had enough opportunities. He had enough chances to get everything right. And the overall looking at the picture, he I think he bit off more than he could chew. I don't think he had enough experience to be able to lead a team. He was the defensive coordinator for the LA Rams, you know, when they did good in 2020. But his experience, he doesn't have that much pro NFL experience. And I guess he got that job because he was a defensive coordinator and they did a good job at the LA Rams. I think that's the year they won the Super Bowl. Don't quote me. I don't want to mess up, but he's finally going. This is when I realized this was bad. The game, everybody saw the game. The game was bad, but this is when I realized it was bad. Now we got big names, and we talk about big names and players like, you know, we got Derwin James. You know, he's a big name. He's a great safety, one of the best to play in the NFL. But when I seen Derwin James in the slot covering number 11, I can't remember his name, from the from the Las Vegas Raiders, and he beat him for the touchdown, ran past him, and they had Derwin James in the slot playing like he can play a nickel back position and play and cover receivers one-on-one, man-to-man. And I think that's a misconception in the NFL, that they think safeties are able just to travel and cover receivers, and especially in the slot. So that, for me, that's when I realized, like, okay, if he's a defensive minded coach and he think he can put Derwin in the slot and be the nickel back, okay, time to make a change. Right. So that's my thoughts, and that's how I feel about Brandon Staley. You know, his long overdue head coaching job at Chargers. What's your take on it, brother?
Well, I think Staley, he came in, and you got to remember now, that team was loaded when he came in. Like, they still have a good, solid team on paper. And technically, we talk about this all the time, is that when you're a good coach, you can lead, you can corral your guys, you know, like, yeah, your quarterback might go down, but you still got something to stand on. Like, the much money they spending on that D-line. Like, look, from the back to the front end, it's pretty loaded. So,
yeah,
it was embarrassing last night to see Staley. It's like nobody had heart. Everybody's just giving up. You saw the kid, I forgot the kid name, but the punt returner, it's like he just gave him the ball. I saw some stuff last night.
Davis.
He just gave him the ball, like just took the ball out of your hand. And that was an example of what was going on. So now you're looking like something is disconnected in his locker room. He doesn't have control no more. The superstars not superstars. It's just bad. And I saw his post-game interview, and you could see it in his face. Like, I don't know if somebody whispered to him, but he's like, I'm only going to worry about Buffalo. And it was like, do you think you deserve to be the coach? He was like, yeah. A lot of teams lose. literally. He said a lot of teams lose. A lot of people have lost like this before. But I don't know if the records are out there. I don't know that.
What else he supposed to say to defend himself at that point, right? He got to say something. That was the best excuse he could come up with at a time, right?
Right. A lot of coaches lose at this time. But I got a question for you, my brother.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you heard the rumor, but for you all that don't know, Asante Samuel Sr. has a son by the name of Asante Samuel Jr., number 26, that plays with the Chargers. I think it'll be epic. I want to know your mindset if the rumor of Bill Belichick going over to the Chargers to be the Chargers' new head coach. Now, let me give you mine real quick. I think with Belichick leaving, I think he needs something fresh. I don't think he should retire right now. He leaves New England, comes over to a team that has talent. He has a quarterback. He has a defense. He got a lot of different stuff. How do you feel about that move? Number one. just Belichick coaching for another team. Number two, him coaching your son directly. Like, how do you feel about that?
That's deep. It's deep. It's deep. But every man is their own man, or their own man, and things like that. So, let's get into it.
Say what needs to be said.
Say what needs to be said. How do I feel about Belichick possibly coaching my son at the Chargers? First of all, for Coach Belichick, yes, I feel like he needs a fresh start. I feel like Coach Belichick needs a fresh start, and wherever he goes, he need just a fresh mindset, a fresh atmosphere. He has to let go of all his old ways and thinking those old ways can still be successful in the NFL. That's first and foremost. I think that gives Belichick the best chance, because him staying where he's at, he's going to always feel, entitled to his old ways and so on and so forth. But if he so happens to go to Chargers and is coaching my son, how do I feel about that? Like I said, every man are their own man, and meaning my son. My son is his own man. Everybody's journey and destination is meant for them. So however I feel about Belichick and whatever we went through, that's me and Belichick. That don't have anything to do with my son and Coach Belichick. So if he ends up being the coach at the Los Angeles Chargers, that's going to be their relationship they build. Hopefully he can learn a lot of things from Belichick and however that relationship pan out. But I think it will be just fine. If no ill will, nobody has no hidden agendas and anything like that, it'd be just fine. Do I think he can be successful as a coach, Coach Belichick? That's still to be determined. There's nothing I said that's changed my stance from when I said the whole Brady situation. Now you're going to go to Justin Herbert if you possibly go to the Chargers, and it's an opportunity, still another opportunity to be successful, and to be determined.
Will you give Belichick any props or his props? Theoretically speaking, he goes over to the Chargers and win a Super Bowl.
100%.
Okay.
I probably, especially my son. Hey, can I come celebrate with y'all? I ain't get to celebrate none of my my Super Bowls. I missed 2 Super Bowls. I didn't make none of the parades. So if he went to the Chargers and won the Super Bowl, wow, that would be an amazing story. I mean, and I was thinking about that too. How many father sons have been coached by the same head coach? That probably would be huge in itself, right?
That'll be a good record to check at some point, right?
That'd be a good record to check.
That'd be pretty cool.
But Brandon Staley is gone, man. That was pretty bad, man. Yeah, I was arguing with my brothers and friends and stuff like that. It's like, who do you blame during the game? They trying to point the fingers at the coach, and I'm telling them, look, the GM, the owner, are looking at these coaches, rolling their eyes like, what's going on? And then he like, no, that's the players' fault. I said, he the one that brought the players in there. He in control of those players. What you don't understand. That's why they are the GM and he's the head coach. You brought these people in, you train them every day to catch the ball, to hold the ball, to secure the ball. That's the job. That's your job as a head coach. I had to let that be known, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think and it was time. You could kind of tell maybe 2 years ago, like it was kind of getting stale out there and they weren't living up to their potential and they should be way further than what they had high hopes. Like you look back 3 years ago, they going into Kansas City really believing they can win and was competing. Yeah, I just be confused about how does it go downhill so fast.
Yeah, I can't lie. I was one of those guys or one of those people that bit the I believed in Staley. I thought he was a great coach. I thought he can figure it out. The way he talked about the players and making everything work together and the chemistry of the players, I thought he was the perfect fit for the team. But like I said, I think he bit off more than he can chew. He couldn't figure out the offense, the defense. He's supposed to be a defensive specialist, and he had a little trouble with the defense. But I think he do connects with the players well. But that's not good enough. That's not good enough. But my son, man, the bright spot of the game. My son.
Okay.
He balled out. He was balling. That was probably one of his best games. You know what I mean? When you're making plays and not giving up plays, that's a very good game. You know what I mean? So
for a minute there, it almost felt like all right, everybody terrible. I'm gonna hold down my end. It just seemed like hey, dang, I'm doing my job. Like you know, sometimes you've been in the game, you're like, oh, I'm doing my job. You know,
Yeah.
when I was playing DN, I'm like, hey, I'm getting to the quarterback. And it seemed like that was the mode he was in. Like
that was the mode.
right.
Hey, everybody, Tuesdays at 10 a.m. every week. We starting weekly every Tuesday. So make sure y'all tune in. That's gonna be the new schedule. Every Tuesday at 10 a.m., me and my co-host EP, we're gonna talk about all the new hot topics. We're gonna say what needs to be said, what needs to be said. Before we move on and talk about this Belichick and stuff, I gotta cover situations because I like to cover, everything. And when I talk about Dion and Coach Belichick, popular people to be exact. Anytime I talk about anybody popular, everybody is so sensitive. They so in their feelings. I was made a mockery out of because I criticized Belichick for the longest, and now it was true. I'm telling the truth. And I say anything that everybody don't agree with Coach Prime, and everybody's just like, guys, it's just me being a critic. I'm playing both sides. I'm asking, is this good or is it bad? Like, you know what I mean? Guys, y'all got to learn how to stop being so sensitive. We just having conversations, debates. And, for me, I like to hold people accountable. I love the kids. I stand with the kids. So people, we got to stop being so sensitive around here, man. We especially because somebody's so popular and y'all want to root for them and all that stuff. It's okay. Everybody be criticized. I was right about Belichick. Y'all chill out. Y'all made a mockery of me for 3 years. Ever since I said it. It's crazy.
Now everybody's jumping on the bandwagon.
Now everybody's jumping. Tom Brady did. Every time y'all say something about Tom Brady, Belichick, y'all should say Asante said Tom Brady. Nobody should be going on their platform talking about like they discovered this. Like they said this in the heat of things 3 years ago when everything was good. I said it when it was good. I ain't said when shit hit the fan and y'all see it right now. You know what I mean? But y'all stop being so sensitive.
Everybody got to go. They got to test that water. They got to make sure somebody else said they take the heat, so they'll jump on now because it's a normal thing to see.
That's so weak, man. That's weak. That's why we got this platform. Say what needs to be said. If y'all weak, y'all sensitive, this ain't the place for you. If y'all in the chat, I need y'all to know we gonna say what needs to be said. Anytime something come up and y'all need me to say it, make sure y'all bring it to my attention because we ain't going for that foolishness. All these years I done sat back and let commentators just talk about greatness and who was great and all this foolishness. Great is great. Do you understand to be great? What is great? I hate it. People just throw these words around, but don't let me get caught up in that. I mean, we're gonna stay focused.
Actually, that's good. It's two reasons why I say that's good. The number one reason, being able to say what you want to say is segue to what we wanted to talk about with Cam Newton, because that's one of his arguments is, you know what? At the end of his thing that he had a spiel, he had to go address the media because everybody got on him. And his question was, why does he get ridiculed or jumped down the throat when he says an opinion? And he said his opinion is more validated because he played the game. And he was like, some people that never played the game can come on these networks and say whatever, but when he says it from his platform, it's all over the place. Like he can't.
Oh,
that's only one part. That ain't the main part.
Okay. No, but I gotta address just the part. Period. Like, first of all y'all in here, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Help us out, share the room. You know what I mean? We growing. Hey, this is gonna be the new weekly thing, and we giving it to y'all. So Cam Newton, come to the front of the table. I must say what needs to be said to Mr. Cam Newton. You got to hear this, my brother. First of all, I heard what you said. I agree, like you say, some things, some subjective, some things objective, whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, I agree. The thing I agree with. Yes, somebody comes out with an opinion, and then people want to take personal shots at you. I think that's crazy. You know what I mean? We're just being a critic, and we have an opinion. But on the other hand, Mr. Cam Newton, that opinion you made is a bold statement if you don't realize that, sir. And you got to understand what you said. You said these guys are game managers, and you said, Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, and all that. Then you came back after you took, everybody jumped on the bandwagon and started talking about the Cam Newton situation, and you came back to the platform and said your meaning of a game manager is a Brock Purdy, a Dak Prescott, a Tua Tagovailoa, a Tom Brady. That's where you lost me at. Now, this is where I'm confused. Now, in your rebuttal, Cam Newton, you said these guys are game managers, and you also said some of them. So I'm kind of confused in which way you playing this. What side are you playing this on? You said Brock Purdy, he gets to throw to guys like Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. So that makes him a game manager. And then you put Tom Brady in the same sentence as a Brock Purdy, a Dak Prescott, and whoever else you name. This is the problem. This is where we go wrong at, because we could get further on into the debate, and I could come to Funky Friday. We could have fun. It's all love. I just like to have fun. Mr. Cam Newton, you hear me loud and clear, my boy. You hear me loud and clear. Don't you ever in your life put anything else next to Tom Brady's name besides greatness. If you don't say anything, when you say Tom Brady's name, you say Tom Brady, greatness. You don't never in your life put him next to a game managers talking about a Brock Purdy and a Tua Tagovailoa. You lost your mind. Comparing the greatest ever to these. Your point is not validated at all. Your opinion makes no sense. Now, I was following you a little bit. I was trying to fill you with the game managing situation, but what do you mean? If the guys on the team are executing the play that's called, what else are they supposed to do? Unless you're saying they missed their progressions, they missed the first read, you missed the second read. Now it's time, because I didn't make my reads, because that the coach, he presented the play. This is the man that be open. So I didn't hit him. Guess what? I got to create now, because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. So I'm a playmaker. I'm a game changer now, because I got to create stuff because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Maybe that's what he means by a game changer, because I'm a little confused. Talk to me, Mr. EP.
I think his like I said, I think one of the main things was the connotation of what he was trying to say. And I think he was trying to say it in a way of saying game managers and just like a dynamic player. The problem with it, from my standpoint of view, which I'll agree with you with, is on Tom Brady. It's like, you played cornerback, you played against him in practice. You're covering the outside half, right? You on the outside shade of the receiver. He's that smart he got to get a touchdown. He throws a post route, inside route, bam, throws it right on the money. You can't even get to it no matter how good of a coverage you got. Next thing you know, you play inside leverage. He goes to post corner and throws it right on the money. That's a game changer, because a lot of people can't do that, right? I'm just making an analogy.
Right.
But I'm thinking, in his mind, Cam was like, game changers. I think he listed a boy in Baltimore, right?
Lamar Jackson. Okay.
And I'm like, is he pointing because, everything derives from something? Mm-hmm. Cam probably considered himself a game changer, which I'm not going to lie. In doggone Auburn, game changer. He won a championship. He changed the game. Mm-hmm. He come to Carolina, MVP. He's a game changer. So now his point of view is, you got to be able to run the ball and do something dynamic to be a game changer. But honestly, it's just getting the job done. Because you can't exclude Brady. I think he's a game changer in his own way. That's my take, brother. That's my take.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, running the ball. I guess if you can't run the ball, you're not a game changer in his eyes. Is that what he's trying to say? Because, like you said, you're executing the play. You threw the ball where it's supposed to be on time. You made a big play. How do you separate yourself? Only way I could see yourself from the statement that Cam Newton made is basically you're not doing the play properly, or maybe the play wasn't there. Now you create something, but most of the time you're not doing the play properly. I'm sure it was somebody open and you didn't make the correct read. Now you got to try to create something. With Patrick Mahomes, we see him use his feet. He rolls out left, he rolls out right. I'm sure it's supposed to be a bang bang play. 1, 2, 3, timing, hit. You know what I mean? But that's not happening. So what happens when you don't do that? You got to resort to something else. And
if I'm not mistaken, I think he named Peyton Manning as a game manager.
bro, I don't know what Funky Friday got going on, but this is say what needs to be said. We ain't tolerating none of that. And when you bring up Tom Brady, you are tripping, Mr. Cam Newton. I can't stress this enough. I don't know who you like. We ain't taking no personal shots, but who do you think you are to bring Tom Brady's name into your equation of game managers? But this is pathetic, and it is the most craziest, absurd, bold statement I ever heard known to man. You talk about you're an athlete. Yeah, maybe that's why you're making these bold statements, because you're an athlete and you feel like you can say something that somebody don't know. That's foolishness, boy. That's straight foolishness. That anybody that agree with him that says Tom Brady is in the category with these other quarterbacks, what are y'all watching? I don't know. Do these people have 7, 8, 9 Super Bowls with mediocre talent? I think not.
Right. You got a point, brother. I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that one. I just think the brother kind of misspoke the initial, and it kind of caught some backlash. I don't. But he ran with it. He tried to validate what he was saying. He was better off saying I used the wrong word with managers.
No. He tried to say my word, my definition of game managers are Tom Brady and this and that. Guys, like, bro, now you're trying to backpedal and you're trying to make yourself right at this point. A game manager, let me tell you what a game manager is. Trent Dilfer, the 2000 Super Bowl with Baltimore. People that a game manager is somebody they telling you don't lose the game, don't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
And we'll figure out other ways to win the game. The defense will win the game, special teams. That's what a game manager is. But game changer and game manager, man, I think he just got a whole different outlook of that than the rest of the world. And man, that's Cam Newton, man. That's Cam Newton for you, right?
Yeah.
It's these offensive players, man.
It's the offense. Every time it's the offensive players.
These offensive players, man, they get wild. They get sturdy, man. They be litty, man. They be looking for something to say, something to do.
Right, brother.
Yeah. So what you think, man? What you think about this hip drop tackle situation, man? What you think about this hip drop tackle situation?
It's funny because I've been in football my entire life, right?
Right.
And I never heard of hip drop tackle. I don't know if they just came up with this term. So let's start.
What is
it? I know a peel back block.
Mm-hmm.
I know a cut below. I just never heard of hip drop tackle, like not one time on any football field. So it's something new. And I guess essentially is when you can't get a guy down and you grab him, you fall down to pull him down.
Use your weight.
I think it's a natural move. I think when like people don't understand how fast the NFL. A quick story: my first play in the NFL in practice, I blinked my eye and the play was over. And so these guys are big, huge, fast, strong. So if you go out there trying to think how you're going to tackle a person, they are scoring this touchdown, and you probably. And I went 7 rounds, huh? I'm probably getting cut.
Or
I
hurt.
gotta get the guy down.
They don't understand. We got to position ourselves in the correct way, especially a guy like myself. Position ourselves in the right way so our bones don't get broken and hurt and all those good things like that. You know what I mean? Like, so imagine you at fullback or tight end and you done ran down the sideline. I got to come behind you and jump on you, try to figure out a way to tackle you without using my weight, my little bit of weight against your weight. How am I going to get you down? I got to ride with you and go forward.
It get scored though. I don't know. You tell me, what's it do? Brandon Jacobs. Was it hard tackling Brandon Jacobs?
There's no way I can decide how I need to tackle him to get him down. He hurt me. I have to I have to get him down the best way he's going to allow me to get him down. It's no way that I can figure out any other way to get. I have to go with the best angle. He's 250 pounds, runs a 4.4, and he's coming around the side. Like, man, this is blasphemy, man. This is
I hate that guys get hurt. It's not the goal to get hurt. And I think the misconception is people are doing it to get hurt. Same thing as a blocking the back or taking the knee out, but it is just not the same as getting hurt with the hip drop tackle. I think what happens is you're pressed. You need to get this tackle. You need to get him down. Your job on the line, just like theirs. And at the end of the day, there's no way you can go make a tackle and expect to get a person down when they're not. When they're going full speed without trying to put some kind of weight into it. That's pretty much how it goes. And y'all hang in there too, man. We got a little technical difficulty, but y'all hang in there. Thank y'all for tuning in to say what it needs to be said.
All right, yeah, we back.
Okay, we back.
We're gonna shoot, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Like I said, every Tuesday at 10 o'clock. We're gonna let EP soon send y'all out, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate y'all coming in. Hey, be on the lookout for Say What Needs to Be Said. I'm the new co-host, Elton Patterson, aka EP. We're gonna have some good insight, man. So y'all tune in every Tuesday. We're gonna roll. We want to hear some feedback too. So y'all tune in.